What up, guys? It's again me, Diego, Techie Life, and we got here this TV that cost me an arm and a leg. As you can see, it's $849 there, but of course I didn't pay for that. This model number is UN65MU6300. It was made in 2017, so last year. The year is 2018, and let me show you what it doesn't do. I don't even have to flip it over. I'm gonna give it power here. What's going on my focus? There we go. I'm gonna give it power here. Any Samsung that you got, once you give it power, you normally will have a standby light here, right? So if I go here, nothing. Press the button, you should have a light coming on here, and there's nothing. Power is connected here, we have nothing. So to make things easier, I've already taken out the screws, and we're gonna test to see if we're getting power. So hold on. Alrighty. So the first thing I see here is how cheap this TV is made. Normally you will have a power supply, a main board, and a T-con board here. But it looks as if there's no T-con board. Which basically means that it has a built-in T-con board. That's not really that cool, because you know some TVs you can actually swap out the LCDs for higher end TVs and whatnot. But anyways, let's continue on here. So power supply is over here on this side. We'll do a visual inspection real quick to see if we see anything burn here. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead and disconnect the main board here and see if we can get our backlights to turn on here. This is a simple test. And right there, the backlights should come on. I don't see any backlights here. So since I still have it connected, I wanna actually let's disconnect it real quick. I wanna check to see if that main fuse is good first. That's what I wanted to do. So we put our meter in ohm. It doesn't really matter which one. And then test out your leads. Sorry about the shakiness, guys. Really. Test them out. Should get 0. You can also put it in the diode mode to get a audible. Okay, for some reason that's not working. Let's go back to the resistance here. So there's 0. So let's go ahead and put it here and here. And we do have a blown fuse. I think, hold on. Yes, we have no resistance. Blown fuse for sure. It's blown fuse. Why it blew is kind of you know, that's I guess the issue we'll have to try to solve here. Let me get my tripod here. All right. So yeah, so why it blew, it's what the problem that we had to figure out here. So let's see if I can get my leads or my diode mode working here. There it is. Okay, so first thing you want to do is check this rectifier here. I'm not going to go into detail how to do this, but let's see, plus. Seems fine. Seems fine. I'm checking transistors right now. That's fine. Let's check out this main transistor here. Fine. I know most people would say that it's not good to check transistors on the board. I would probably agree with them. So here I have it looks like I have a short there. Short. I would probably agree with them, but I'm just doing this just to kind of check, on the board itself and see if that's the case. Because now I do have a short. Now it's just a matter of taking that apart and see, if I can fix that short. 9 times out of 10, I kind of hate soldering and still doing stuff like this because it's pretty cheap to just get a new board, especially a newer one. They probably go for about $20. This can probably be about 10-15 cents, but finding the part itself would be kind of hard to find, and with the time of removing that and whatnot. So I'm gonna let's see here. I'm gonna do some research on this part here, and I'm also gonna see if I have another board that we can swap out. Just for whatever, I'm gonna try to see if I can put a fuse in here and see if it blows as well, and then hopefully maybe even though there's a short, it might not be. I can't confirm it because it's on the board directly. I can confirm it again only if I put a new fuse. If it blows, that means there is a short on this board, and we'll have to figure it out from there. So let's hold on. So after further testing, and by testing I mean a automotive fuse here. I did end up substituting this fuse here. I just basically put it on the side here, and I gave it power. What's going on? There we go. I put it on the side and gave it power. You could hear the click. It clicks on, but then you saw like a little bit of smoke coming somewhere from around here. The smoke went away really quick, and I noticed that when I was trying to turn on my light switch, it didn't work. So there is a short that tripped my fuse box here or my breaker box. So it's most likely we'll just have to replace it because it's less hassle, and we know we're gonna have a good board later on. I don't want to be dealing with repairs this here and there, unless let's just say this TV was a really rare TV, kind of like one of the top of the line TVs, and yeah, in that case we'd probably have to repair it because parts are very scarce and very expensive. But in a case like this is a 6000 series. It's not going to cost much to fix this. Probably about $20, $25 the most. So we'll continue the video on once I get the part. So I found a board that might work. So the original board is 808 Delta. Board number 44 808 00808 Delta. This board number that I have is 00808 Alpha. Now the screws align perfectly fine. There's no problem with the screws. The connectors are the same here and here. The only difference that I see that I was reading here, it's some of the output voltage here. So like the connectors are all the same. They're all the same. Everything controls everything. The only thing that I saw here, let's see, where was it at? Right here. So LED out, it says 241 volts and then 223 volts at 1 amp and 900 milliamps. So almost an amp. Over here, and this is a little bit higher amperage there. Over here we have on the original board, let's see, LED driver output 198 volts at half an amp and 241 at 1 amp. So 241. So basically this one's outputting on the 223 volts. It's 950. So I think we'll be fine. That's just a limitation of what the output is. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it. And this is from I'm sorry, I didn't tell you where it's from. It's from a UN65JS 6500, I believe, or JU 6500. And I think that's the curved one. So let's go ahead and give it a whirl here. You know, and hopefully we don't mess this up. And here's the original tag for that JU 6500. So this one was made in 2015, February 2015. So what I noticed is that that this board, or this kind of pattern that they have here, is used throughout the K series as well. So it's the M series and the K series, the 6000. And like I was telling y'all, this TV is pretty fairly cheap. I'm thinking that they realize that they can make more money by just reusing the same power supplies, and just tweaking little things here and there. But I'm not gonna plug in the main board yet. Let's take this off. Let me put you on pause here. Alright, so we're gonna grab our power. Let's make sure we have power here. Yes, we do. Alright. There's a moment of truth here. And like I said, Samsung, they should power on automatically. And I see backlights powered on. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna disconnect it real quick, and we're gonna put the main board here. So I'm gonna give it a couple seconds to kind of clear out whatever. So let's see here. We're plugged in. Backlights came out. Let's see what's going on with this. Backlights are off now, or they're still on. Let's check it out under, see what we got here. Ooh, very pretty. So we have a very nice looking TV now. So let me tell y'all that I spent $300 on this TV. It is a lot for a broken TV. Let me disconnect it here. But this TV is pretty much brand spanking new. I mean, it's got 1 year of use into it. I believe that the pawn shop that I bought it off, they had a power surge or electrical storm, whatever, and it kind of threw off the TV. They said that there was blinking lights here and there, but I don't really believe them, because sometimes they don't know what they're talking about. But in this case, there was no light, there was no power, so that kind of tells me that that if there's no power going to, there's something happened. The main fuse is basically what I knew went out, but I needed to know why it went out. And then the big risk that I took is if the screen was good to go or not. In this case, it looks pretty good. So I think I ended up winning. So I can resell this TV for probably $500 or $400 if, that's some profit that I just made within less than a day. So maybe y'all can, do this one time, get a good gig from what city that you're at, and be able to make some money, or be able to flip a TV that may be worth it. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. If anything happens or whatever, I'll keep you posted as far as this power supply goes. But we should be in the green here. All right, well, I'll take care. Later, guys.